Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Now Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They'll run on first down with Akers. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So we see it right here on the opening drive. Throwing the football in these snowing conditions is going to be very, very tough. You wonder if they're going to rethink the aerial attack going forward.
It will be interesting, and it'll be a debate because most of the quarterbacks that we know, they believe they can throw through anything. They don't care if it's rain, snow, it doesn't matter as long as they get a chance to throw the football. And I think a lot of coaches think that in these conditions, let's throw it early before things get worse.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Dobbins trying the left side. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away to his left. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. First down and more for Jackson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stafford now to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He completes it to Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Akers, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They go play action with Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. To throw again is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Dancing to his left.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and that'll make it third down. Play action, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Stafford. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
He's got Higbee complete right side.
And he is going to have a Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To the air again, Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford, and it's caught.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Stafford. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd down and goal. Stafford looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go away.
It seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love
touchdown, Rams.
Robert Woods on the touchdown throw from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead will shrink to 6.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these two coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he's going to be exiting. Facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately, They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And Jackson throwing once more. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From his own goal line, Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give. Akers running left. Akers has got the 1st down and then some. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd and 2, Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. Flushed out right. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And
taken down at the 18. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The Ravens on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Akers has got the first down and then some. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And how about the situation that we're in right now, because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches at the 28-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards. 12. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them. So
looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. First down and more for Jackson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham, 98 yards. And the Rams use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On first down, Akers. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Here's Stafford. Airing it out deep for Woods. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Throwing, Jackson. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense, because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 183 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now it's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Jackson.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and